Hi, this is Love Alchemy Tarot, and I have another pick a card reading for you. I just did the other pick a card reading. Here are the cards sitting here, actually. I just was messing around, and some cards fell out, and I decided to do another one. This one is just a general message for Halloween. What do you need to know right now? I will put any major themes that come up if, another theme comes up while I'm picking the cards. But that's what we got. So this is group 1, blue calcite. Group 2, yellow calcite. Group 3, green calcite. I will give a couple seconds and for you to decide with your eyes, your heart, your mind, whatever that is. And we'll get started. And this is another 2-in-1. So these are yes/no answers with the Angel Oracle. If those are not yes/nos, you can go to one of my other videos and do a yes/no. I believe it has yes/no answers in it. This one might not. I don't know. So here we go. Group 1. Your answer is a year from now. So whatever you just asked, your answer is to either check back again in a year from now, or it's going to take a year to completely manifest while you are putting the actions towards it. I'm going to put that here. I might need that for later. The Halloween Oracle is Jack-o'-lantern. The message here is basically of protection. Now, if you do, since it's Halloween and it's the Halloween Oracle, I'm going to talk a little bit about it. And if you want to hear more about this, I'll add it to the end of the video. But the pumpkin, the Halloween, this whole tradition is based in protection. The gourd and putting something in the middle of the gourd is an old, I don't want to call it Wiccan, but an old witch or an old magical way that people felt it was protective. So this main message here is protection, and I'll go back into that as much as I know later in the video, and if I don't, please send me a message. Your healing message is awareness. That's how that card looks like. Vintage message is release. Many of these cards fell out, so this is Lily. Isn't that gorgeous? And tree. Now, I will be honest with you. When tree is kind of like my impression of the tree and what I'm taking from this intuitively is standing strong, being grounded, standing and protecting yourself, your property, all that type of thing. When I get to the lily card, I feel I just get a very feminine energy from this card. It can be seen as a sexual card. I'm not sure if that's how it's coming out now. I think for some of you that is, with the protection and the lily meaning to stay protected, if you know what I mean. If you don't want any unexpected surprises, but maybe it's in the release and awareness. It's just paying attention to what's going on around you. Why did this protection card come up here? What's going on that you need protecting? You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's either like I said, a sexual thing, staying protected, or there's something going on around you that maybe you're not paying attention to. And you kind of need to pay attention to see how to protect yourself, or to at least see how to not walk into somebody's mess. To not get yourself involved in a situation you don't need to be involved in, and where you're going to need to have some release here. And the release I see as a double entendre for the sexual portion that I just mentioned earlier. For the small percentage of you that I think that's what this means, I think you'll know if that's what it is. If you're in a situation that needs protecting. And this tree, to me, is get grounded. A lot of times when we are doing a lot of things and we're not grounded in ourselves, or not keeping ourselves grounded, doing grounding things like meditating or eating good food or just taking time to relax and breathe, you can leave yourself open and vulnerable to things, whether that's stress, mental stress, physical stress, or even other people, their moods and emotions weighing in on you. They don't need to. So I think those are the main messages for this group of people. I'm going to move on to number 2, the yellow calcite. I like this. I'm waiting to get a golden yellow calcite. So your answer for this is in the near future. And the Halloween oracle is joy, rejoicing in the present. Your healing message is hidden blessings. I feel like there's 2 cards in here, but it's not. It's hidden blessings. Oh, did that one not have? Oh, and this is centering. This is kind of like the tree card. Centering, staying grounded, coming back to yourself, not letting yourself feeling like a spinny top. That's my own personal slang. I got the stork. This can signify a baby coming in, is what I'm picking up actually. Stork and the fish. This is definitely talking about a child coming in. Child, keeping yourself centered. Maybe some of you are pregnant and you're expecting soon. Maybe some of you are going to get pregnant. Maybe somebody in your family. This literally is the pregnancy card, or somebody's expecting soon, somebody's getting pregnant soon. These 2 cards together in Lenormand, that is what this means. And I don't remember a lot of combinations like that because I really don't follow them. I kind of explained that in my very first video. I'm more of an intuitive reader. So that's what this means. Then put this here. Staying centered. Maybe, that's a very busy time if you're pregnant and you're expecting and you're getting things together and it's your first child. I can probably go on with the things that I know that people worry about. Hidden blessing. Talk about a child. Why don't we? Hidden blessing. Okay. Thank you. And joy. Rejoicing in the pregnant. Rejoicing in the present. Freudian slip there. Rejoicing in the present. Maybe rejoicing in the fact that you're pregnant. Maybe you're having a hard pregnancy. I'm getting pregnant, conceiving. Somebody's having a baby that you know. There's something going on there. And by the timing card, if I'm going to tie that in, for some people it helps, for some people it doesn't. I think you'll know if this relates to you. It's in the near future. So if you're not planning on getting knocked up, if you're not planning on knocking anybody up, stay protected, keep yourself wrapped up, and otherwise, congratulations. I know a lot of people are trying to have children and they're unable to for whatever reason. So congratulations to those of you who are recently finding out that you're expecting or you're trying. Hopefully you get there. And I will be moving on to number 3 in a second. All right, number 3, green calcite. Your yes, no is opportunity. So none of these were straight up yes, no's. They're more messages. So there's going to be an opportunity coming up for you for the question that you just asked, if you asked a question. And I'll see how it ties into the rest of the cards here. This is Lady de los Huertos. This is acceptance and equality. I love this card. Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. I get jazzed about things. Power. Look at that. Look at her looking powerful. Just standing there. Healing message is mental repetition. I'm getting a feeling about this, and I'll tell you guys when I pull it all together. Mental repetition. Interesting. I have familiar, which I need to look this up because this is another one of those cards in this deck that I haven't pulled before. And we have house. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. But if this reference just doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. But I get, and I mentioned charmed in the last video, I get charmed from this. I get witchy stuff. I get, it's 2 things. It's either you're involved in magic, you are involved in increasing your personal power, you're involved in law of attraction, abundance, all that type of thing. Because I see familiar in house, and this house, I mean, it's not exactly the charmed house, but it kind of reminds me of it. It's a Victorian-ish house. You have a familiar, you have power, and I said this was like a powerful woman here. And the charmed ladies, the old version, I don't know comments on the new one, for me at least. This looks like a powerful woman just standing in her power. She knows that she's like divine feminine, standing there in her power, and she doesn't need to be masculine to stay or step into her power. Ladies de los Muertos, to me, this means accepting your gift. Accepting your gift, in the equality part kind of harkens to the feminine, divine feminine portion of it. To me, she looks like another representation of divine feminine. So, and you don't have to be a female to cultivate and work on your divine feminine. We all need to work on divine feminine and divine masculine because we have both of them in us. An opportunity, there might be an abundance opportunity here with the coins and everything, or opportunity for career work or something like that. And the mental repetition is what really, really makes me think this is related to, like I said, either law of attraction, doing mantras, like something spiritual, because repeating things, repeating things and making them manifest by repeating them, by writing them down, by saying them out loud, by thinking them in your mind, using visualization. That mental repetition brings things, for a lot of people, as long as you're in a positive vibration, brings things to light for you. And I think that's what this is saying: mental repetition, power, the familiar, and house. I'm actually not going to look up familiar and house, what they mean. I'm going to stick with what I picked up intuitively. This is just amazing. So if you've picked number 3, that's your message. And it may, I don't know, but that's what I'm getting for you. Kind of like stepping into your power, your own personal power, your magical power. If you were a magical person, your people working skills, your God-given talents that you have, whether you feel that they're magical or not, remember they're just your personal characteristics. Step into that. Step into that, especially right now, because that's what's going to get you this opportunity, and that's what's going to get you to where you need to go. Some people have gifts and they're not seen as very important for whatever reason, and they typically are. They typically are. So I was less rambling in this video. Sorry if I was stuttering a little bit. I'm getting over a cold and things. You probably hear me. I'm congested. I'm sorry. And I lisp a little bit. I don't know when I picked that up, but we'll be letting that go. But otherwise, have a good Halloween. Have a happy Halloween. Hopefully these messages find you well. Let me know how they resonated with you. I'll kind of put the big ones in the description. And that's about it. I will check back with you guys later. This is Love Alchemy Tarot, and if you want me to do a reading for you, I can send you the services I provide by email. If you send me one at lovealchemytarot@gmail.com. And I will try and put the links to these in the description box. If I don't, remind me. Peace.